Lebanese Ether, Freestyle Drive, Season 3, Episode 6. Got a hip-hop legend in the car with me today from Brooklyn. We in Bed-Stuy. What's going on, Illa G?
What up?
What's going on? Illa G in the car with me. How you doing, man? We in your hood right now, Bed-Stuy?
Yeah, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, out of bounds, New York City, and the incredible mathematics of rap, Illa G.
Illa G. How was it growing up in Bed-Stuy, man?
Rough.
Okay.
Very rough, very rough. I came up in a tough era. We was like streetwise. We was like the late 80s, 90s kids.
Okay. So Brooklyn was wild at the time. Because a lot of people come to Brooklyn now don't know how Brooklyn was crazy wild at one point. Yeah.
This is the gentrification of Brooklyn.
Exactly. People think Brooklyn's always been like that, you know?
No.
They don't know. Yeah, man. So growing up in Bed-Stuy, you was gravitated to hip hop music from the get go, or did that come later on?
No, I mean I was gravitated to it because my cousin and my brother. My cousin, his DJ name was Sky Ski, and my brother, his rap name was Intimidation. So
okay.
They introduced me. My cousin used to have the turntables. They used to live on Hancock, and he used to build his own speakers, and they used to sneak me to parties, like. Babysit me and sneak me to parties and tell me shut up.
Don't say nothing.
Yeah, don't say we took you out the house. And it's just, my cousin was never afraid to battle anybody.
So he was battling at the time too. Cats was battling each other.
Oh yeah. Like that was, it was real. Like my heart used to race, like they was fighting or something.
Damn.
Like it was gonna be a fight. So. I was little.
I got you.
Somebody little.
You see the adults shouting at each other, like disrespecting each other, or whatever.
They really didn't. They said things. It's not as bad as now.
Okay. The battle now was different.
It was more. It was more. More about words and style. My style is better than yours.
It wasn't necessarily insulting.
Yeah, you might get a sister and the mother in there somewhere along the line.
All right. You'll come out once in a while.
It wasn't like I'll shoot your kids and step on your kid's face. And, it wasn't that extreme.
Like it is nowadays.
Yeah.
Now it's like, let me be as disrespectful as possible.
Yeah, now, what I'm saying, I shoot your grandmother, stab your grandmother, then spill scum on your grandmother.
Oh my God. It's facts though. The way you seriously. So, at that time the battle was more like, I got skills, people just spit each other's verses basically, like my verse, you spit your verse and let the people judge which one was harder.
Pretty much, my style is better than yours.
When did you start? When did you start taking the hip hop seriously then?
After I came home from jail, 2000, 2002. That's when I really. Before I used to just wanted to rhyme.
Okay.
And I just wanted to rhyme on the radio.
So what do you mean you want to rhyme on the radio?
I think the biggest thing at the time was Marley Marl and Saturday. I know they used to have something like Saturday Night Live or something like that.
Okay.
But, they used to have artists come up there and rhyme, and that was a big thing for me. I just wanted to rhyme on the radio and just kill it.
That's when the radio was. That was when the radio was a shit. Where like you get on the radio, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was just to hear these dudes say they rhymes on the radio. It was just awesome at the time.
So let's go back to the name. How'd you get the name Illa G? Was that what people was calling you? Did you call yourself?
Well, people used to say when I used to rhyme, people used to say like your rhymes was ill. And then so it just just say like just Illa G, like they always called me G.
Okay.
But the way I spell it came from art school, and the fact that learned in art school that 8 letters look better together than 7.
I got you. So you was always into art basically?
I know how to draw. My moms knew how to draw. My brother knew how to draw, and that's what that's where that came from. Then I went to art school, art and design, high school. So
nice. Well, this is before you were incarcerated?
Yeah, way before that.
How long were you incarcerated for?
6 years.
6 years, okay. Did that kind of put a dent, do you feel, in your career where you kind of had those years, locked up?
Of course, it hindered it because, I got locked up right after doing my verse on Hell on Earth.
Nice, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like the very next day.
Damn, seriously?
Yeah, the verse
so you recorded the verse, and the next day
the next day I got locked up.
Oh, shit, man. That's crazy. How did that affiliation happen, the whole Mobb Deep affiliation?
We went to school together.
Okay.
We all went to art and design.
Nice.
Yeah.
So y'all just linked up there basically as students, and later on you linked up as artists?
Basically, story is, when I first seen Prodigy, I was gonna rob him.
Okay.
And then, we had a mutual friend, got cool with him. He was like, nah, he's a cool dude, and we all got cool. And it's like, this became my brother. Well, he was my brother after that.
So you was planning on, this was in high school when you was planning on robbing?
Yeah.
In high school you was planning on robbing? All right. So even though you was into the arts and you went to a good school and everything, you was still caught up in the hood shit?
It was coming along.
Okay.
It was coming, like the hood thing was coming along, and it was just different. Just different timing.
So while you was incarcerated, were you writing rhymes while you was locked up? Was that like,
yeah, all the time.
Right. And then you came out and you're like, fuck it, I'm pursuing this. I'm going all
yeah,
out
it's
now.
just
Let the world
like,
hear
I escaped something a lot of people couldn't escape, and it's just like, you know what, I didn't. You have to know when to quit.
Okay.
I didn't make it to. I guess the goal was to be super drug dealer, killer status, but didn't happen. So you got to know how to, take your punches and walk away.
So even in the street life, you mean know when to quit? You saying know when it's time to
you gotta know. You gotta know because what the elders would say is like the second bid hurt. Why? Because you know better. So the first one. If you wind up not getting life or anything, and then you gotta chill. Like if you don't, knowing what you know, once you get locked up the second time, you really put mud on your face because you know better.
Got you. So when you came out, what was the first project you released? Was it a mixtape that you had dropped?
I did a mixtape. It was called For the Streets, and it was just. Another bad choice. It was like the bad choice of it. The cover, because I took an old picture I had, and I tried to.
Okay.
I tried to cut it out the picture, but because the cover was a picture of me holding a Tech 9.
Okay.
And I tried to cut it out.
Understood. Yeah.
And people still seen it, and it was just like, and it was just like, I don't know. Just like
why did you want it cut out in the first place?
Because I wanted it to be about music. Okay, like I don't want it, I didn't want it to be. It was just like even now, it's like you just hear I hear the rumors about me, and I can't do nothing about it.
Okay.
Like whatever, I don't care no more.
So you felt like
that's a great looking butt. Right there.
So you felt like you were trying to break away from that image or focus on
like
an artist, on the music now?
I wanted to be focused on the music.
Understood. Okay. So what kind of producers did you mess with, later on when you started releasing your music? I know you released a bunch of mixtapes, and you had official. Are you releasing an EP? But you also released your last album, Social.
Everything is independent.
Everything's independent.
Everything is pretty much. I've done it on my own or whatever, so forth. So, you know what I'm saying? So. Different producers like Alchemist had hit me off. And,
nice.
Havoc and. Everything else I pretty much worked my way up. I worked on my people team demo.
Got you. I mean, those are amazing producers right there. And Havoc that you mentioned. You know what I'm saying? To have them on your project, even independent release, that shit is dope. Co-sign and everything. And I mean, you got the classic verse on Alchemist joint, the Hold You Down joint. That shit is amazing. Right, check that out. Everybody knows the song, so I don't gotta. Everybody knows that classic. How did that come about, man? I mean, that joint is just a classic joint. Your verse is amazing. How did that? How was the vibe at that time?
It was a good vibe. Pete, bless his dad, called me. He was at Alchemist's crib, and it was just like, yo, we doing a song, and I heard it. I was like, oh, let me rhyme on it. And they was like, go ahead, rhyme on it. So, and that's all it really was, really.
Okay.
Just
did you know it was gonna be such a big joint when you first recorded
it? It was actually just for a DVD.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They was ahead of their time and looking at because I didn't respect the DVD and YouTube and all that other shit.
Okay,
like I wasn't. I'm like, I'm just basically like, all right, I'm doing it because they there. I'm like, what's gonna happen on the DVD? Yeah. Like, I didn't foresee that.
So it did blow up because of the DVD. So the DVD game was strong at that time.
Yeah, the DVD game was real strong at that time, and then they did the infamous Allegiance, and then Al and his brother. I think rumored is that it was Al's brother, and it was like, oh, the song could be bigger. And they went and got Nina Sky and everything.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Did the official video for it, and then it just created his own life after that.
Oh man, that's a classic hip hop joint. You know what I'm saying? If you, Prodigy, obviously, rest in peace. That joint is amazing. You know what I'm saying? All y'all together on it. It was a great kind of mix up. You know, everybody's verses complemented each other and everything. And Nina Sky adding that was dope. I mean, I know you also rap with another artist who passed away recently, Sean Price.
Yeah.
Is that because is that because of the Brooklyn connection, or how did that connection happen?
That happened because, I mean, as far as us being cool, it just, we just got cool. But I seen, like, years ago, I've seen an article, and they were saying Sean Price and Elegy had similar styles, but you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth, and we was going to the same studio.
Okay.
Then when I seen him, I was like, well, let's just do a song together. Would he mind doing a song together? And he was like, he ain't no problem, let's do it. And then we finally, caught up and did it. And the first song we did together was called Price to Be Illa. And it caught on. Like, I've seen, I always joke with him all the time. I was like, you are famous for real. I was like, because that video, like, just took off to a whole another thing. And I was like, well, I'm responsible maybe for about 5,000 views of that. The rest, 100-something thousand is yours.
Gotcha.
Like, that's not me. That's like, I'm like, you have a cult.
He definitely has a cult following.
You have a cult following. So.
But you end up doing a bunch of music with them together.
That became, what I'm saying, my dude, and we just started. We both appreciate lyricism and both like, we just try to, like, every time we rhyme, we just had that friendly competition. We try to destroy each other on the song every time.
Okay.
Every time. Like, you don't want to be I know it's only two of us, but you don't want to be in last place. You don't want to be the guy that be like, well, his verse was that. Like, so that's why I respect it. Sean used to say, steel sharper steel, like, and we challenged ourselves all the time, like, as far as words, how to put them together and everything, but
and that makes the song better, When y'all competing in the studio, even if it's friendly competition, y'all sharpen each other.
Same way with Prodigy too. It was the same way.
You got any crazy Sean Price stories or Prodigy
Every story with Sean Price.
Okay.
Sean Price
any exclusive or rarely heard stories that you can drop on the show, for Freestyle Drive?
I mean, it's just like
touring or some shit, or just some crazy shit.
I mean, Mobb Deep tours, I'm gonna leave them stories alone. Like, it was a lot of. It was a lot of things like me being the street guy and knowing all the stuff. Like, I was prepared for war on tours. Like, on tour, like I used to tell dudes, like, don't let chicks come in your room, use the phone, and then break out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no chicks in you can't let chicks spend the night. Like, no, none of that. And they used to look at me crazy, like, why? No, nigga, like I know women that will line you up, so. Whenever we was in California and all that other stuff, it was just you had to be prepared, but
don't get set up basically.
Stay on point at all time. Like, have fun, but don't get caught slipping because we fall from home, and Queenie's son gonna make it back home. Like, I'm gonna make it back home regardless of what. Y'all don't understand what I'm gonna do to get up out this situation.
I got you. Yeah. I'm just trying to help y'all out, but I'm gonna make it. I'll be alright. But So after releasing a bunch of mixtapes, was Social Graffiti your official album, you would say, or did you release?
I wouldn't say. I just released it. It's just really just basically music. People tend to say, I guess since it had numbers and stuff, they would call it the album format.
Okay.
But, I was just releasing music. Who
knows? Did you format it different than a mixtape, or did you just do it the way you would?
I mean, you put songs on it, you put a number on it, you give it a title, and you say what it is. So you can call it a mixtape, you can call it an album, you can just call. I just call it music that I put out, pretty much.
I know recently you've been directing, been behind the camera more recently.
Yeah.
What kind of motivated you to go to that direction instead of being an artist in front of the camera?
When the web series thing started becoming popular, or people was into it, the web series that I've seen, I was like, I thought it was horrible. So I was like, you know, when you don't like something, if you want to change it, you make your own. So I was like, you know what, I can make one of those, and I'm gonna make one. So, you know, I learned about how to write about characters in jail. I found a book in jail on how to write characters. So I did that, and I came up with the characters and their whole backstory, and then got.
So you write scripts basically, or whatever.
Yeah, to write the script and everything, and was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it.
That's a lot of work too, man. I mean, the filming, the editing, the acting, the coaching, the writing. It's a big project. But do you find it rewarding? Do you enjoy doing it?
Yeah, it's fun to see people get it and people be into the characters and people relate to the characters.
So the show is called
New York Minute.
New York Minute.
Yeah.
And it's basically about
about four friends.
Okay.
About four friends, you know, and how fast, you know, things can happen in their lives. You know, you got one that was, you know, he's returning out of the system, and he doesn't want to, you know, now that he knows how the government set us up, he doesn't want to do it anymore. But you know, so a lot of times his past will come back and haunt him. You got one, you know, his name is Deuce, and you got Frizz. He wants to be a millionaire.
Okay.
And you know, he knows that you know, pretty much he knows that you have to do something dirty to get there.
Fast way, whatever.
The fast way. You got one who's, you know, he's very dangerous, but he's really family oriented as Trav. You know, he found out something happened within the family, a family secret, and you know, he had to handle it, and now it becomes his family secret. And you know, pretty much, you know, he was abused himself as a child, so everything, you know, comes with that.
And you get into the backstory to
his
characters?
That's the backstory. Okay. So, and then, you know, there's Simone. Simone is, you know, Dude's girlfriend. They was, you know, together at one time, and then she, you know, she has a job, and you know, she got back with Dude. She was in a, you know, she's in a love triangle. And she's trying to decide whether to go for a man that has a career or the love of her life. So that's the thing she has to battle with right now.
So how did you develop these characters? Are they based on real life people here and there?
Well, pretty much Deuce, Trav, and Frizz is pretty much three different elements of me.
Okay, I got you. So you are, through the characters, you are talking about some of the things you went through in life as well, or experienced.
It's, you know, I also wanted to show that, you know, even though, you know, it's not about what these characters are doing, it's about what's going on in their lives. I want you to get into what they're going through. And to see that, you know, even if you are on the street, you just don't talk about dumb anything. Like, we do have ideas, we do have dreams, we do have views on things, on political status and all this other stuff. But, you know, and I want that to come across that, you know, it's not just ignorance. I advise you to go there.
Yeah, straight? Okay.
And make a left turn to get off this.
All right, cool. Make a left on Skillman?
Whenever the next left turn you do.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here. Yeah. So, I mean, so it does get a little bit of, I mean, politically conscious, if I can use that word, in the sense that you said that, like, the first character, you know, he knows that basically dealing drugs is benefiting the government or whatever. Like, he became aware of that, so he's like, I want to live a different life. Is that? He's like a changed man, kind of.
Yeah, he's trying to change, but you know, they went too. You know, a lot of times, you know, when you don't know no better and you just going too far in certain things, and you know, you do things and you rub people the wrong way, and it's not easy to get out of that.
I know you just dropped a brand new video as well, Gripped Up. Is that you just released that? So even though you're pursuing a directing, you're still releasing new music as well?
Yep. Suede Cigarettes is coming out in April.
Okay, so April, Suede Cigarettes, nice.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Features, producing, what's the plan? I mean, just things, any of that?
I mean, it's pretty much Suede Cigarettes is, the title is, you know how basically in hip hop, you know, it's not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. So, you know, everybody smoke, you know, a lot of people smoke cigarettes and it's hard for them to quit. And pretty much I'm just saying that my music is, you know, if cigarettes is bad for you and it's something that you really need, so imagine having a Suede cigarette musically. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like
the best of the best,
the best poison. Yeah, because you should die immediately if you smoke a Suede cigarette.
So, is it mainly going to be Illa G? You planning on having features, or?
The features on it, we have Sean Price, Sky Zoo, Method Man.
Oh, that's Sounds amazing already, man. I'm looking forward to it already, man. Dope ass collaborations. It's always dope to hear, you know, local artist Brooklyn Cat doing his own shit, but then collaborating with different artists as well, and it's they can still shine on it, like you were saying. Everybody competes and shines on a track. So, Suede Cigarettes, April of this year.
Yes.
All independent. Why did you choose? Did you prefer to go to independent route because it was better, or you say fuck the labels with the whole politics and everything? Or
it's more control. It's, you know, you have to look at it as a business. It's the same thing. You know, it's more control, more what do you want to say. You know, you don't have to. You know, it's your decision whether it fails or success. It's your decision. I'd rather have that than you wind up being with a label and you have to fight just to get $1. A lot of people don't know that. And you know, pretty much, you know, you wind up, you know, you don't want to be on really somebody else's time. And, you know, because, you know, one of a staff member or somebody might be one of the executive daughters or something. You might take them down, and next thing you know, they be like, oh, you fuck my daughter, we're on a Shelfie project.
Like, whatever, like some bullshit will come up.
Anything. Come up with anything. So.
It's better always be in control of your own shit. Because people see, you know, they think the major label, they see online, and they think all of a sudden you're balling all of a sudden just by strictly signing.
Yeah, it's a great machine. I mean, I do know how to rob them.
Okay.
I do
play the game basically.
I know how to rob them, man, but you know, it's like what it's worth. Like, I mean, I would deal with the machine if it's just one. If it's a one and done, I'll deal with it. And it has to be fully, you know what I'm saying, just to create the market. That's the only way I would deal with it.
Understood. I mean, is there a benefit to labels anymore? Is it just a distribution now that's their main?
I mean,
what is their role anymore?
I mean, you tell me what they are.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't. I'm basically saying I don't.
Distribution everything is pretty much digital and streamed now, so you don't really need nobody to be distribution. And you know, people quick to say distribution deals. No, they need to give up a fucking marketing deal, because the main thing is people need to know the project.
Exactly, that's the thing. I guess having a label is they'll spend money in the marketing and get your name out there, but it doesn't mean you're gonna sell units anyway. You know, like you have all these artists who have millions of followers, for example, and their shit's being posted on a world star and everything, but are they really selling records? Is anybody really listening to their music besides the one single that they dropped that gets a buzz?
I mean,
you know?
it gets a buzz, and you know, a lot of people feel like they've made it, and you know, and then within 2 to 3 years they disappear.
Exactly. The other thing is they don't have the respect in the game either. You know what I'm saying? Their music isn't gonna last, or I don't want to hear that shit 5 years from now. But I can hear an Illa G shit in the future. You know what I'm saying? 5 years from now, because that shit's bumping. You know, and that's the hip hop I fuck with. I can understand maybe the young cats will fuck with the young shit. Maybe I don't know. But whatever. You know, that's my take on it. Is that music like yours and other, you know, artists I grew up with in New York, just in general, that's music I can listen to for a long time when I'm older. I'm not gonna listen to this other new shit that's out now.
No.
Even a year from now, if anything, you know. So new project in April, the New York Minute series, right? Is that you have a new season coming out? A new episode?
I'm writing season 2 right now.
How was the response to the season?
It's awesome. Like, you know, everybody's caught up. I guess, you know, I have my love darlings with Deuce and Simone, and everybody is wondering what's going on with those two, and you know, everybody has their favorite ones, and there's just so much stuff going on. But I appreciate the people that ran up on me, telling me, you know, this better happen next season, and why is this one doing that?
People get invested in the characters.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Did you end season? Sorry to cut you off. Did you end season 1 with like a cliffhanger type of thing? Did you?
Yeah.
Because you know you want to come back with something.
You have to do that. You have to do that.
Okay.
You know, they're like all of them has their secrets that, you know, they need to protect. So, you know, if you watch it and you see, you know, the first season full, go to Illa G TV.
Illa G TV. That's
ILLAGHEE TV on YouTube.
Okay.
Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I put up new videos or anything of that nature.
So are you mainly directing, or are you acting in the series as well?
No, I don't want to act in the series.
Okay.
I'd rather direct it. You know what I'm saying? Direct it is much more better. You know what I'm saying? So
That's dope. I mean, because sometimes as an artist who's used to being a star in front of the camera, something might be hard to kind of be the person behind the camera. How is that?
I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If I can like rap with a mask on and still be popping, I would do it.
Got you. I got you. Yeah. No doubt, man. Anything before we get into this freestyle shit? Because I know you're gonna bless this show with a freestyle. Anything you want to say to those watching us right now? You know, I know we mentioned the project, we mentioned the series, but anything.
Basically, go to I have my website illogy.net, www.illogy.net. Go there, put your email in the mailing list, and you know, there's free music right there you can download, all free.
But there's also mad albums that they can purchase on iTunes too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Albums on iTunes.
I know, you know, artists is doing what they got to do, but there's albums that he got that are dope that y'all should purchase. Listen to it free in the beginning, whatever, see what you like, but then you got mad projects on iTunes that people can't support and should support, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we want artists to release dope music, we got to support them, you know? So enough of the free shit. Thank you for the free shit, but I'm just saying, you know, fuck the fans sometimes, they want too much free shit.
Yeah.
You know, because I saw on iTunes you got a bunch of album, and the last one is the Social Graffiti. That was the last officially released album, right?
That was my revenge album.
That was your revenge album. Okay.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought people didn't think I knew how to rhyme,
so kind of.
It was just like, it was just like my.
Well, was you reading blogs or something? Like,
it was just like everybody judged me on the "Hold You Down" song. It's like they didn't know the difference between making a song and being lyrical.
Listen, you know, because you know, I did some research. Obviously, of course, you know, I know Illa G, but I had to do my research for the show. So I went to the "Hold You Down" video, right? I read some of the comments. Most of the comments are saying Illa G had a dope ass verse. There was like one or two people who were like talking crap, like, "Oh, Illa G, I don't like that verse." They don't like that style. F them. You know what I'm saying? The vast majority of comments said Illa G killed this shit.
I found out when we did shows, like, you know,
people rapping your verse, right? Like, word for word and shit.
And the thing is, it was the women. That was the crazy shit. I'm like, yo, they was like, oh, your part is the best part. I'm like, did you hear what I said?
See how I felt like it? But
did you see? Like,
you said you hold you down, exactly.
Yeah,
I know.
Like, okay, that's what y'all like? All right, I got you. I got you.
All right, so then you came out with the album, with the next album, Out of Revenge, like, fuck that, fuck
it was just like, it was just like, you know. Because I did that one time, like when I first came down, I listened to Prodigy and Alchemist, and they was like, yo, you need to dumb it down a bit because people don't understand what the hell you're talking about.
Okay.
And I was like, but you know, if you don't read a book, it's not my fault. But I did dumb it down for a while, and it was not comfortable. I didn't like it at all.
Okay, all right. Yeah, man, that's the whole debate that was going on, dumbing it down, not dumbing it down, whatever, but, you know, there's a lot of people who still appreciate real music out there. It's just, we need that marketing, you know what I'm saying? We got to be our own marketing, I guess. You know, you say you like somebody, share this shit. Don't be stingy. Repost this shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know?
Yeah.
Too many motherfuckers only want to promote the person who already got the fucking machine behind them. Yeah. And not assist the artist who's doing dope hip hop for the longest, but can't get a repost on this shit, you know? Whatever. We're gonna get into the freestyle drive. Real special guest, Illa G. I'm so happy to have him on the show today. He's a legend himself, if you don't mind me saying that. I know, you know, you might still be coming out with more projects and everything, but you're a legend, you rap with legends, and you're still doing dope shit. So definitely looking forward to the new project. Make sure you check out all my previous episodes. Should I make this right here? Yeah. CypherCircuit.com, writingincardswithrappers.com. We about to get into this first instrumental. All right. Freestyle Drive Season 3, Episode 6 with special guest Illa G. We in Brooklyn right now, Bed-Stuy. Make sure you check out all my previous episodes on CypherCircuit.com, writingincardswithrappers.com. All right, Illa G, let's do this freestyle session.
Something.
Illa G on Freestyle Drive.
I'm a first down audible, affordable, mass killer, reportable. Whack holder, my bag is from Portugal. Whack is not supportable, but mortal, that's immortal with a moral. Pleasure with plural, with legible oral. My automatic, manic, depressive, decomposed but impressive. Ready to put the pressure on the presses. My press kid is futurized criminal next shit. My next shit is looking like a child with his neck slit. Spitting like a bullet exit. I'm very calm, aggressive. I'm very armored, reckless. I'm Vietnam for breakfast. So keep pitching while your boy got buzz. The name Illa, bars realer than what Troy Ave was. Check your phone, this is grown man rap death. My flow is the best. playing chess with Napoleon's clone. Fucking peon, I'm beyond sight, a neon light. Blood made a free arm with 3-arm dikes. I know it's difficult, the whack rapper coming to cold. So I clap back with abstract rhythm results. These are balls that belong in the phone. Taking aim in the scope, the black plane, the black Reagan with dope. Rap treasurer, my mind can't handle the feet. I'm like the predator, pulling out the spine of the beat. The elite and my wordplay disturb they sleep. The Albert Einstein of crime rhyme flow was a grease.
Illa G, Freestyle Drive. I'm Lebanese Ether. Make sure you check out all my previous episodes. Check out Illa G's web series, New York Minute series on YouTube, Illa G TV.
IllaG.net.
IllaG.net.
Make sure you put your email in there.
Illa G on Freestyle Drive.
Hey yo, the rap game is home. It's a rap for you rap niggas. The rap game of thrones. My rap holds an axe in your bones. A sore fact, put a crack in the skin of Capone without a scratch. A mishap, missiles that'll miss your fitted cap. It's the rebirth for cracks, sending bullets like a fax. The last street niggas with bars, you're not facing them. Ghetto patriotism, Marcus Garvey, your racism.
Ooh.
When I'm spitting, replace rhythm. My words will break rhythms and cripple the state prison. A lot of people talking they God with Satanism. A sentence omen, showing my enemies favoritism. I never had a problem with women gunning the denim. The power of my poetry, compromising your vision. Decisions that I made is on upper level of marvelous. I'm hard on the streets, cause upper level is starving us. Wow. Flow is water of our awesomeness. My pen paragraph is like autism and arguments. If I don't like you, I don't like you. And if you happen to rap, me and you is a rival. Murder on arrival, a different type of disciple. My raps grabbed a rifle and started shooting the Bible. Name any killer you know, and I'll employ him. Name a rapper signed or unsigned, and I'll destroy him. The streets I survive. Elephants like a crime sex zone when I'm deprived. Shooter from some of the projects. I kind of feel like I invented crime, I'm sexy. I'm running through bitches like it's a finish line. Finish anything that I started, or enemies are clapped at me as dearly departed. I will never write a bar that's light. My heart's cold like it is in Chicago nights.
Wow, Illa G. Yeah, Illa G acapella. Sumner Projects, right?
Sumner Projects, Sumnerville.
If you rap, you his rival automatically. Shit. Damn, Illa G. It's like that. So
automatically.
Alright, again, any last word? Thank you, my man, for being on the show. Appreciate that, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
You know?
Make sure y'all go check out the web series, New York Minute, Illa G TV on YouTube. Make sure you put your email list if you're a fan of my music, if you believe what I believe in, of what hardcore hip-hop is. Go to IllaG.net and put your email in there. Go get the free music. Go check out my music. You know what I'm saying? IllaG2K on Instagram, IllaG on Facebook. Support everything. You know what I'm saying? It's real. This is what I truly believe. I create the energy of people, what people want to say lyrically. I just so happen to make hardcore hip hop music. So you know, I don't want to deal with you if you just into the music, you know, and know about my music. No, I want to be with the fans that believe in what I believe in. And what hip hop sound like. So if you believe in what I believe in, go to IllaG.net and sign up for that.
Definitely, man. IllaG.net. I'm looking forward to the new series, the new season 2, the New York Minute series. Shit looks dope.
Shout out to cast, everyone. New York Minute.
No doubt. That's a lot of work, man, to put in. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely looking forward to it. New video, Gripped Up. New project, Suede Cigarettes in April. IllaG. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. All right, brother. Peace.